Hey guys, dudes, dudettes, bros, brosinas, not sure what to call people anymore. It's Jacqueline LeMay here, LeMay's Legacies. I know it's been a while. I'd honestly just been trying to think about where I'm going at this point. At first, I started this because of my miscarriage, and then just trying to help others with healing. Since then, it's been a wild ride, 5 states worth, and 2020 was just basically a giant roller coaster. As you guys saw in the last video, I show you a sneak peek of my beautiful fallen star, my Celestine Luna. Being a mom for 26 days now, I'm not going to go ahead and write you a book and be like the expert on it, but every day is a learning experience. And because of my patience getting better, I'm getting better at talking to people. Relationships that have always been kind of a trigger to me and an issue are not. And I'm learning communication styles that I've never really tried to do before. Love languages between my husband and I have gotten even stronger. So yeah, I guess LeMay's Legacies is kind of going in a route of inspiring past the trauma. When you're going through that trauma, art therapy can definitely help you to... Hello, KJ. I'm recording. You can wait. But can definitely, get you to that point of understanding your emotions, feeling valid in those emotions and pushing them out. But what do you do once you quote unquote feel like maybe you're a little more healed? What do you do then? So I think that's the direction I'm heading into. I think I'm heading into like who I am as a person and where I want to go and where I want to go with this. And right now I am so happy in life. My husband and I live in a home, and it's not a gorgeous mansion, but it's what we want. It is what we can build onto and what we can get more. So we're living in a beautiful state surrounded by good souls. We've got genuine energy around us all the time. That beautiful little angel in there that's starting to cry, and I'm going to have to pause this, is our daughter. And being around her, I glow. I light up. She really has caused my heart to restart. I already was in love with my husband and I already love him very much, but every day I fall in love with him more, watching how beautiful he is to her, how beautiful he is to me, the things that he's cleaned up while I've been healing, the things that he's been caring about. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm just thankful for it. Give me one moment though. I hear her pausing. I hear her pumpkin. She is starting to fuss. Give me a moment. So it's looking like it's heading more into what is mommy life. I'm not trying to be one of those mommy bloggers. I'm not trying to relate to people anymore. I'm just being myself. Having a child has really taught me that the self-love that I've worked really hard on for 2020 is there. Sure, I got lucky in the genetics field. I barely gained any weight with her, and not even 5-6 days after she was born, I was back to pre-baby weight, and I just keep losing because of the nursing and the breastfeeding. But I tell you what has happened to mommy life, mommy brain. Pregnant brain was interesting when I couldn't think of what to say. Now mommy brain is the words are there, but they just kind of like jumble together to be something completely different than what I was trying to say. I'm very thankful for my support system. My husband has been amazing. He is really fantastic with her, watching her glow when she looks at him, and whether or not she can really see him or not at this time, I don't know, I just feel it, I've always considered myself to be pretty psychic, and now I'm like really psychic with her. The other day, actually, he was playing a game. I jolted awake, came in and said, "Have you fed her yet?" He just kind of looked at me and he was like, "Oh, I was about to." And I was like, "She's hungry, I can feel it." And then like not even 10 minutes later, she was screaming and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. I just felt it. I can't explain it." And then we just, I don't know, we've been even more in sync lately. But back to what I was talking about before, communication styles. So with my job at the prison, I talk with all kinds of different inmates. I'm not going to go into too much detail because HIPAA does apply, and I am going to follow those rules. But with every single one of them, I have to come at it a different route. There are some that are problems with administrative. There are some that don't like it when it's a codependent. There are some that are just, they see toxicity everywhere. People in general are like this, but at my job, this is when I started realizing that there's different communication styles. Now, my mom came up to visit. She was here for 16 to 18, I think it was 18 days. I can't really think at this point, but I think it was 18 beautiful days, and I'm so thankful that she was there to help me through the beginning stages of being a mom. Now, since she's left, she's grown even more, and we've talked on the phone daily, and everything that used to be an issue between us has dissolved. If you want to grow, attack the hard things first, because small victories are easy to see. And they're easy to be excited about. And consistency is where you think that you actually are where you need to be. So as far as communication styles, learn the people you're speaking to. Learn of how they react to things. Because some people, it's your tone that sets them off. I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute. I said the same thing, but it's a different tone. And it really does carry a lot of weight. A lot of people wear their scars where you'll never see them. There are so many people out there that have traumatically been, stop it, KJ, have been traumatically disillusioned from the world. And they hear things that aren't there. They see things that aren't there, or they are to them. Who are we to say that it isn't? Now, I'm not talking about ghosts or spirits or voices in their head. I'm not trying to get on a psychological speak. What I mean is that they pick up on things that maybe we're doing we don't realize we're doing. So be patient with them. Find out what works for them. Compliment sandwich is a good thing. Tell them something that's great about them, something you need to work on, and something that's great about them again. These are all things I've worked on as a person. I used to take things hardcore to heart. My husband could barely tell me a sentence without me just literally looking in the mirror and thinking I was a piece of trash. Nothing to do with him. No self-love. 2020 gave me more self-love than I've ever had in my entire life. And then when she was born and I looked into her gorgeous blue, steel blue eyes, I melted. But not right away. Right away, my emotions were gone. I had nothing, which I brought up in my last video. It wasn't until we got home, and ever since then, it's just been growing each day. She's been growing each day. Build a baby, as my husband jokingly said. She's got eyebrows now. She reaches out to me. She's brilliant beyond brilliant. She holds her own binky. I was a prodigy, so I'm not surprised that she is showing certain talents, and my husband was very brilliant as well. But what brought about this self-love was the choice of no other choice. As humans, when we're pushed to that point where we can't do anything else but grow, that is when we do the most growing. That is when our butterfly metamorphosis really comes about. So communication styles do help a person because you're speaking to them on a way that they understand. Now, I get it. Some of us are harsh. Some of us are abrasive. Some of us cannot just deal with the snowflakes or however we're being put into these categories now. But the thing is, our triggers are ours. Yes. Our triggers are ours, and we can control them. But if we don't know we have them, and you bring them out in us, then maybe you can be a little bit nicer at first until we figure them out. Most people, they don't know they even have triggers until it happens. Just like when you're budgeting, if you have a bill that's 3 times the size it should be, how can you budget for something you didn't know? Plan A always has a plan B, which it would be wonderful if plan A always worked out, but in real life, roller coasters happen, and you just have to be prepared. The other thing that I have noticed, being a mom and being a wife, is love language. Now, there are those that, oh yes, that Tiffany looks great, and you buy that for them, and that means that you love them, and that's fine if that's their love language. But myself, my mother, and a few others, we like priority. Cuddle with us when we're not expecting it. Bring us home a cute little milkshake and kiss us on the cheek. Tell us we're gorgeous when we're feeling like absolute shit. Grab us in the middle of the night. Hold us close. Slow dance with us in the kitchen. Have a snowball fight out of nowhere after a little bit of a trying day. Team no sleep. That's what means the most. I mean, sure, Christmas is about presents, right? This year, other than my mother, and I surprised her with something, I didn't receive one gift, and I didn't give one gift. Because to me, it was about the things that the heart really wants to feel. It was about love, it was about compassion, it was about time, precious moments that you can never get back. I recorded almost the entire day that she was here. I mean, almost the entire time that she was here. And every single day I've been taking a picture of my beautiful daughter and sending it to More, which is his mom, Millie, and my mom, which is Yaya, and calling it Luna Mail because she is 26 days today. And it flies. It flies. Like, she is 26 days today. I go back to work on the 4th. It is January. It was just October. We were just pregnant Morticia and Gomez. Time is flying faster and faster because we're getting older and older. So love language and communication styles, which brings me back to the first thing I said in the first video, ABCs. Accountability, belief, and control. Accountability is you knowing yourself and what it is that in this world that you want, and what it is in this world that you can control, and what it is in this world that tilts you. Mine is pressure. And I'm not going to blame it on just being a Capricorn, but it has a lot to do with being a Capricorn. I feel pressured. I get very mean. I start feeling like, what is this person doing for me? Why do I feel this way? You know, I like to be early to things. I like to, being a mom, that's not possible. I've already had a couple things come up where I was late to things that we were going to go to because I've got to change the newborn. I've got to change her. I've got to, make sure she's okay. I've got to feed her. And breastfeeding, that has been a challenge on its own, but I'm very happy that we are all figuring it out one by one. She latched right away. That wasn't the issue. The issue was me. The issue was mental blocks I didn't know I had, which my husband has really helped me with. Every day, life will give you obstacles if you look for the problems. But if you look for solutions, then opportunities will arise. I believe very strongly in the universe, as most of you know. What you put in is what you get out. I believe in the law of attraction. I consider myself to be Wiccan. I consider myself to understand the universe and understand entities and spirits and being thoughtful to the gods and blessed be and spells and protection, and all those things mean a lot to me. What's funny is my Yaya, who actually was Catholic, would teach me the bubble of Christ light when I was younger. We would get on a plane and she would talk about putting a bubble of Christ light around every single person that was on the plane. Talk about someone who never saw color. Talk about someone who never saw race. My Yaya was a ball of light. And I tell you what, she is inside that beautiful girl in there. I feel her. She's making me sing in a way that I've never sang before. Yes, I have a voice. Yes, it sounds like a Disney princess, but I'm not showboat about it, and I never will be. Eventually, I would like to make a line of dolls or bears that have my voice coming out of it for a lullaby to calm babies, because being a twin flame, we have the healing ability to calm people. Advice is more on the ego thing, because a lot of people, they don't look for it soulfully. I had a soulful ego moment yesterday. Team no sleep. Hashtag should be. When I tried to take a nap with my little, she just would not calm down. She had gone through 6 diapers, so I didn't think she had another one, but she just kept going to the restroom. And when I woke up, or should I say, when I finally couldn't sleep anymore or wouldn't be able to sleep anymore, I had a little bit of a lapse and I went to the bathroom and I thought to myself, she's a beautiful baby and she's crying because you're the only thing that can calm her down right now. So I came back to the bedroom, put on meditation music, and started speaking to her, saying, if you're going to have the Mediterranean temper of your mother and the Tasmanian devil of your father, I'm going to teach you meditation early. And I just started saying, okay, beautiful. Mommy is going to wipe you down with a baby wipe. And I know that you probably don't know what a lake or an ocean looks like, but we're just going to imagine we're there. And I'm just going to rock you like this. And I didn't realize I was rocking this whole time, man. I'm so used to my baby being right here. But, I mean, I calmed her down. I calmed myself down. I've written 2 lullabies since she's been born. They just came to me out of thin air. I don't care how that sounds to you. That's literally what happened. I literally believe in muses, and I believe that inspiration is something we can all tap into. What I truly believe is my Yaya was there from the afterlife sending it to me. Or it was a song that I've already known because past me knows it, future me knows it. However you want to look at it, it came to me out of nowhere. Inspiration. That is what it is. You didn't know it before, now you do. It is magic. It is absolute magic. It's proof of magic if you really want to go there. Because how did you know for if you didn't know it? You've never read a book on it, it just came to you. Look at Beethoven writing the music that he wrote at 5, Mozart, Beethoven not having a hearing or sight, but yet he was able to do all that. You can say miracle, you can say magic, it's whatever you believe it is. Belief. Once again, one of the ABCs. But anywho, one of the songs that I've written for her is so beautiful and so dear to my heart, and even my husband starts to sing it when it comes on the Bassie. That's what we call the bassinet, Bassie. So when I'm feeling like I am just about to fall over, I sing to her and I just feel a sense of calmness, and she does too. And singing has always been that for me. It's never been a see me moment. It's never been a this is a talent I have. It's always been a calmness. That and baths. I'm a mermaid after all, and what do mermaids love to do? They're sirens. They love to sing. I never really realized how much I literally fit that description until you become a mom. I mean, don't get me wrong, these songs are stupid. My husband and I have come up with a song to Annie Oakley, I think it is, and Steph were like, "Mommy is a poopy, is a pee-pee, is it mommy?" Like, it's really funny, and we just come up with this on spot. And my husband and I were like this before we had kids. We would have fun together and just come up with random songs. But the one that has been coming to me, and I learned it, and I was going to sing it today, is Into the Unknown by Frozen. Because Elsa is someone that a lot of my family members and even friends of mine have always said I remind them of. Yes, I'm naturally blonde. Yes, I don't have blue eyes, but I wear contacts. But I don't think it's an ego thing. I think it's soul. Someone who didn't feel like they belong, someone who's the black sheep, someone who always had to glue people back together, someone who had that sister that felt like they were trapped and weren't able to connect to them. All of it makes sense. And when the second one came out, I did cry. I'm not afraid to say it. I've cried at a couple movies, but the one that I cry at the most and still to this day is Lord of the Rings, which as we speak, the soundtrack is playing in my daughter's room. That is the husband that I married. He put the soundtrack of Lord of the Rings as my daughter falls asleep. She listens to that. When we had a TV, because it broke because it fell, and I felt bad, but we'll get another one eventually. He had me breastfeed to Lord of the Rings movie. Surprised me with it out of nowhere. Marry your favorite weirdo. Marry your best friend. Whether you believe in marriage or not, just that commitment, knowing that you want to spend the rest of your life with that person. That's what I recommend, because that's the person you won't get sick of. You won't cheat on your best friend. You won't lie to your best friend. You won't steal from your best friend. This is someone that you go through all the different stages. People say that, I don't want to be stuck with the same person. I'm not stuck with the same person. Since 2017, I have seen many different levels of my husband. And I do say levels because he's a gamer. He's gone from a level 10 to a level 148 in my book. I've seen him be a warehouse worker, someone who wasn't as driven. I've seen him become someone who wants more out of life. I've seen him become a Mr. Fix-It and just has the answer to everything. I've seen him become a debate, political, tactical kind of person. I've seen him be a businessman. I've seen him be artistic. I've seen him become a father. Those are so many different roles that we've only been together. We just passed our year of marriage and 4 years together, but we've been friends for 11 years. I've seen all these while we were just friends. In the 40 years I know that him and I will be married, we will see a lot more different levels of each other. So no, you're not just marrying one person. You're marrying them and all the different chapters they're going to enter. And that is why you need to know their love language and their communication style, because it's going to change. I'm already noticing that he's becoming more driven and I'm becoming more withdrawn. I don't know. I love my career and what I'm doing right now, and I feel satisfied, but at the same time, do I? What am I scared of? What out there am I not ready for? So I told myself that I would record. That was Monday afternoon. It is now Saturday, the 16th. And I'm laughing because literally a month ago, we were picking my mom up from the airport. A month ago, we were preparing. My mom got here on the 16th, and we literally went ham. Other than looking at lights that night, the next day it was shop till you drop. Pregnant. I dropped, and I cursed, and I Greeked out. At the same time, we got a shit ton accomplished. At nursery, accomplished in one day. Stuff for the house. I mean, she surprised me with so much. But I'm going to sing my song, and then I think I will be done for today, because this was my first recording being a stay-at-home mom for a couple months, being on maternity leave for a month and a half, allowing myself to be me, but also mom me. So, I could hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh, oh. You're not a voice, you're just a ringing in my ear, and if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Every single person that I love inside these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. And I'm having a blank. I don't remember the rest of the song. So I think we'll stop there. Mom brain, it's real. I can remember a little bit of the lyrics, but then it just goes. And that's what life is about. Life is about realness. I don't want to pause and then get all dolled up and be perfect. I don't want to edit and have bits and pieces. I want the real me. Because for the first time ever, I'm not wearing a mask. This is who you see. I have worked fucking hard on the person that you see in front of you. I have been through a miscarriage, 2 deaths. I have been through 5 states. I have been through things that would break people in half. So yeah, I'm going to have haters because I'm Wiccan. Yeah, I'm going to have haters because I'm a substance abuse counselor who has a husband who doesn't see certain things as drugs. Fuck you. Seriously. Life is about who you want to be and who you strive to be and what experience in life you create. Manifest your best damn life. And the haters. If we vibe, subscribe. LeMay's Legacies. Bye.